a new season underway for the youth side. Over the summer, the academy have taken another stride forward with the academy licence. How important is that moving forward for the youth department?
Yeah, it was obviously the first opportunity we've had to have some categorisation in terms of the work that we do. So we're obviously one of the first clubs to achieve a National League Academy licence. It's recognition of the work that is already going on here. We didn't find ourselves doing anything that we weren't already doing. So it was brilliant. But the biggest thing for us was the new games programme that comes with that. To be placed in a division with 10 like-minded clubs at our level, or obviously in the National League, to test ourselves and make sure our games programme on offer to our players is the best it can be. That'll be a challenge. It's going to be a bit of an eye-opener as to the travelling and who we go up against, but it's massive for us from where we started to where we are now, and it's the source of some real excitement both for the players and for the staff as well.
And that season in the North Division gets underway just this Wednesday now. An away trip to York is a tough test, but this is a very tough division this year, isn't it? Yeah,
we're going to play against some really good sides, and that's what you want. We constantly try and test the boys in a whole multitude of ways, and we've done that very well. And when we've gone up against the best sides, we've shown that we can compete with anyone. So there was an element of enjoying the opportunity to remove any criticism about the level of football, about opposition we go up against. We're going to go up against the best sides in the National League and the National League North. Doesn't get much tougher, does it, in terms of the start? We go to York on Wednesday, and then a fortnight later we host Guiseley, sides that we've gone up against in various competitions in recent years and have had the better of us. We will field what I believe will be one of the youngest groups in the division. We have a very, very small second year cohort. Our youth team is predominantly under 17 boys. That's dead exciting for us. A lot of clubs will use this level of football to almost subsidise their reserves and see first year professionals. I hope that's something that you don't see us doing on a regular basis, because our sort of pathway has been to put those under 19 boys out on loan and playing at the right level. So that's the plan. But yeah, really tough start, but we'll enjoy it. I think there's not going to be any expectation on us to be right up there, maybe the way we have been in other divisions, but let's see what happens.
And this month the FA Youth Cup gets back underway as well, a competition you've had success in and memorable moments. It's Clitheroe, and hopefully the start of another exciting new adventure in that competition.
It was never going to be a home draw, was it? That was never going to happen. We go to Clitheroe in what will be a real test. That's a proper cup tie, isn't it? And we know exactly what to expect. We know it's going to be a game that people look at and potentially expect us to win. We'll prepare the same way we do in the Youth Cup, whether we play Clitheroe, whether we play Bolton Wanderers, whether we play any of the sides that you can go up against in that competition. But they're unbelievable nights. It's probably the best part of youth football for those players, because you only get one go at it, and you sense there's a real desire in our dressing room to be another one of those groups that has a run in the competition. We did really well last year. Obviously it came to an end at Mansfield in the second round. I don't have to talk about the sides that we beat. It's so exciting when the draws come around, but our focus, as ever, will be on getting to the first round proper. That is always the target, always the aim, but no one will be looking any further than going and trying to get a result away at Clitheroe in what will be a real test, the way that the FA Youth Cup throws those tests up.
And not just the FA Youth Cup, but going back to that Alliance division, you'll travel almost 2,000 miles this year. The Proclaimers and Vanessa Colton have got nothing on the Youth Academy. But how important is it for people to support that and the travelling and everything that goes into the work that you and the volunteers do in the youth side, and how can they support you as well?
We made a collective decision that this was the right path for us, and we were going to embrace the challenges that come with that. Whether those challenges are on the pitch in terms of the level of football in the opposition, or whether those challenges are how you get to Hartlepool for a 1 o'clock kickoff. We, without becoming repetitive, we do this on minimal resource, and that's being, overly positive as to how we're able to fund it. We need all the support we can get. We've got various initiatives out there at the moment. Sponsor of players gone down really well, and we still have a handful of players remaining. And equally, there's so many opportunities to get involved and support us financially. Come and speak to me. Come and speak to the staff at the club, because, like you say, it is nearly 2,000 miles, isn't it? There's some unbelievable away fixtures in there. Darlington, Hartlepool, and then I think we go from Hartlepool to Solihull in the space of a fortnight, and these things cost money, but we've always found a way. You know, we've always found a way to make it work, and this year will be no different. But as ever, it is that plea to support us, that if we're going to continue the work we do, you see how many boys that we've progressed through the first team and beyond now. It doesn't just happen, and there needs to be a level of support. But we've always enjoyed that, and I embrace that challenge. It's a unique job at Chester, of the aim to put players out in the first team. The support we get from our first team staff and the managers particularly is unbelievable in making that work, and it's always been a challenge that we've embraced, but it's going to be difficult as ever, so please support us and make it work.